Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully load our form, right? So that is our custom form. That is an email field, username field, password, and the password confirmation. So now I want to customize it. Like here, they have some of the help text. So that is our email level. And here I also want to put some of the placeholder. So how can customize it step by step? I will show you. Everything will be much clear to you. So for doing this, like here, so right now friend, that is our previous project, that is a blog project, we don't need it, I close it. So now that is our new project, that is our social project, right? So now we have to work in particular this project, so that is our social project. So now first of all, that is our forms. Right now we have to work in our these forms. Right now we don't need this. I remove everything from here. Better I make it as a clean. Okay, that will be our, that three things will be needed. So that is our form. So into the form area, I want to do here I don't want to display this level. Here I want to make that as empty, and also I want to put some of the placeholder. So if you want to add some of the placeholder in fundamental, I have already discussed about that things with you. You can use it with using that widget, right? So first of all, after the true, I want to take another one as a level. A level, I want to make that as a empty. Okay, our level will be empty. That means our this level not should be visible. Here I want to visible one of the placeholder. So if you want to add that placeholder, you have to add it with the widget. That means with this widget, I want to do with this widget, that will be our form. So in fundamental, I have already discussed about that things with you. That will be as a text input, right? That means the text and the input. That will be our text input type. And so here we have to add one of the attribute. So that will be our attributes, and into the attributes area, I want to load our placeholder. So that will be our placeholder. That will be as a placeholder, and I just name it placeholder. It should be visible as a your email. Okay, it should be display your email. Perfect. So now also I want to update our rest of this field. Like there is another one as a username, right? So better I copy it. Everything will be just like that same. I copy it, and after that I paste it. Okay. So here it should be our field name. Our field name will be as a username. So with this form, so it should be not that a character email field. It should be as a character field, right? That will be as a character field. So that will be as a character field, and then I make it as a required. That means our username is required, and level I make the things as a empty. Okay, I make it as a empty, and then also I want to put some of the placeholder. That will be in our widget, and then forms it will be as a input text. That means our text input, and in our attributes area, that is our placeholder, and I name it as a your username. Okay, it should be display our this username. And also there is our another field as a password one and the password 2. Here I also want to update both of these. So after that, okay, here I name it our name. That means our field name will be as a password 1, and for the password 1 it should be just like that same with our forms. So with these forms it should be our type will be as a character field. Okay, it should be as a character field, and then here I want to make as a required. That means it should be as a required will be as a true. Okay, required will be as a true, and then I also want to put some of the level. Our level will be as a empty. A level will be as a empty, and then I want to make our one of the widget, because here I want to also put some of the placeholder. That means with this widget we have to add our forms. That means with these forms that will be another input field type as a password input, and here we have to pass our attribute. So that will be our attribute. Into the attribute area I want to pass our placeholder, and placeholder will be for the password as a password. Okay, it should be as a password. Perfect. So now I want to take another one. Better I copy it and I paste it. So it should be another one. That will be for our password 2. So it should be as a password 2 form and the character field, and the required will be as a true. Level I make it as a empty, and widgets with the form also it should be as a password input type, and into the attributes area, our placeholder will be as a password. Okay, that will be also another password. Rather than you can also make it as a password confirmation. Okay, it should be as a one of the level as a password confirmation. Perfect. So that's all you have to do. So that is all that our field. One is our email field, our username field, password field I have updated, password 2, and then that is our all that field. So now let's check this out. If you click as a save all, and first of all I want to check our server. Yeah, everything is running well. And now if you go to our form page and click as a refresh, yes, you can see friend how much interactive it is right now. So that is all that our placeholder as your name, your username, password, and the password confirmation. And also that is our sign up button. So better I want to make our this sign up button wide as 100%, then it should be better. Like that is in our signup.html, and that is our submit button. So here I want to add one of the style, and our style will be, I make it on the wide. Okay, I make it our wide, and wide will be as 100%. I make it as 100%. So now I want to add some of the CSS. I want to add some of the CSS for customize this form. So if you want to use that CSS, one things you will learn, like I show you here. First of all, we have to create one of the block. Okay, like here I want to add one of the CSS, all that code. So if you want to use it, first of all we have to create one of the block in our base HTML. So into the base HTML, that is our head. So before this head here I want to create another block. So that will be as a block. Okay, that will be as a block, and into the block area I name it as a CSS block. Okay, whatever you want. So now I name it as a CSS block, and also after that I want to and this block, that means the and block. So right now we can actually use our this block as a CSS block. So right now I want to actually use it. Okay, so if you want to use it, that means in our sign up, into the sign up here. So before our body, that means before our body block, I have already created another block. So that will be as a block. Okay, that will be as a block, and I have created our block name as a CSS block, right? And also we have to finish it. That means we have to finish our and block. So that means if you want to use some of the CSS in particular this page area, then you can use it like that way. First of all, in our base HTML, here you have to create one of the block for the CSS, and then here I will add our this block, and in particular this block, whatever the CSS style you want to use, you can use it. I show you, then everything will be more clear to you. Like first of all I want to take one of the style as a style. So I take one of the styles. So here we don't need this media skin. Okay, so here I remove it. So that will be our style, and better make that I want to make that things as a PHP. That will be as a PHP. Okay, so here that will be our style, and into the style area I want to create one of the class and name it as a sign up. Okay, I name it as a sign up. That means sign up related one of the class I want to create. So if you already know about this little bit CSS and the JSS, I hope you already understand that part, what exactly you have to do. Like here I want to put some of the wide. Okay, I want to put some of the wide here. That is actually full page. I don't want to display that things in the full page. So into the wide area I make it as a 550. Okay, 550 pixel, that means a 550 pixel. And then I also want to put some of the border. I want to put some of the border with our 1 pixel. That means in our border they have the 1 pixel, and I want to make the things as a solid. Okay, it should be as a solid, and I put some of the color for this one. It should be as a CCC. Okay, this type of one of the color I want to use, and then I also want to add some of the padding, and I make that as a now 50 pixel. So first of all I want to check it. So here I have already created this class as a sign up class. So now if you want to visible it, so that is our form, right? So into the form area I take one of the div, and to the div area I put that class. So our class name I have created as a sign up, so that is our div, and in our particular this div area I want to add our this form. So better I cut it, and here into the div position I want to paste our this form. That is our total form, right? So into the total form now we will get our this class that we have already created. Now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, and now if you refresh this page, Yes, you can see that is actually our wide is perfectly getting our wide, and they have some of the border. Into the border area I have put some of the color, so that is our CC color, and that is our painting 50 is perfect, right? Rather than if you want to make as a 40, like I make it as a 40, click as a save all. That means there is actually our space. Click as a refresh. Yeah, it's much better. And also I want to make that as in our center position, then it should be better in our, that is actually our div, right? So this div I want to make one of the center code, and that means that will be as a center. Okay, that will be as a center. I want to use our center code. So also after this I want to finish it. That means after this div I want to finish our this center code. Now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all and now refresh it, yeah, you can see it's now on our center. And if you want to put some of the text, then better it should be like a little bit locative. So that is our div. So after this div, here I will take one of the S3 tag. I take one of the S3 tag. It should be as a sign up. Okay, sign up to C profile. Okay, that will be actually visible. Click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see it's now showing as a sign up to C profile, but I want to put some of the bracket. So after this I put some of the bracket, click as a save all, refresh it. Yeah, it's perfect. So friend, here I'm not focusing the design. I hope you know better from me. Okay, so that is actually, so whatever the things you want to customize, you can customize with using that CSS, right? So that is actually pretty much simple. Okay, and also after that I want to do I want to visible some of the text for the our logging. So that is our div. So after this div, okay, after this div, here I will take another div, and in particular this div area I take one of the p tag. That means our paragraph tag. It should be show as a have. Okay, have an account. Okay, have an account. Then it should be display as a one of the ahref. I put one of the ahref, and it should be show our logging. Okay, then logging from to this position. This type of one of the message will be visible. Click as a save all, and now refresh it. Yeah, you can see there is a have an account, and that is our logging. Perfect. And also if you want to add another another border for a specific display or this have an account, you can also do it. Better, as I told you friend, design is totally up to you. So if you want to use some of the CSS, you can use it. Like here I added one of the div class, right? So for this class I want to create one of the class, and I just name that class as a logging. So this type of one of the class I want to create in our particular this style area. So after this I want to create our this logging class, and here it will be just like that same. I put one of the wide, and wide will be as a 550. Okay, that will be as a 550 pixel. And also I want to put some of the border. So I want to put some of the border will be 1 pixel. That means our 1 pixel, and then it should be as a solid. It should be as a solid. And also I want to put some of the CSS, that means our code as a CCC. Okay, that will be as a CCC code. And I also put some of the padding will be as a 40, the same pixel. So now it should be a little bit locative. Like here I have already declared our this class, that is our logging class, right? Now if you click as a save all, now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see there is our have an account, and there is our logging. Perfect. So friend, here we successfully design our sign up page and also load with our all that field, right? So now I want to migrate it. So here we have to migrate, and when we migrate it, then we can actually access our admin, right? So right now I didn't migrate our project. So when you migrate, by default all the table will be created. That means all that our database table will be created, and also after that we have to create one of the super user. So how we can create that super user, I think you already know about it. So then we can actually access our this sign up portions, right? And also after that we have to create another logging page. So don't worry, step by step everything will be more clear to you. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.